Hey guys, Casey here, Lions Den Investments and Reviews. Today's video, you're probably wondering where I'm at right now. Basically in my backyard. Call this the Theta Oasis. This is my pool that is paid for by Theta. All right, and in case you're wondering, I invested $4 grand into Theta, and it paid for the pool. The pool's going for about $70,000 at the time of installation. It's probably not important to you, nor would you care. You're probably wondering why the heck I'm even telling you that, and I'm going to get into that here in a minute. And basically it has to do with inflation. This same pool right now, going here in Kansas, in the Kansas City area, is going for almost double what we paid for it, okay? Not quite. We're about 35% more, so you're looking at a pool like this for about $105,000. Now, if that's not inflation for you, I don't know what is, guys. All right, and that's what I want to talk to you today about, is inflation and what's coming over the next like 4 or 5 months in the economy, especially from the Federal Reserve and what they're doing with all the money printing. Now, the reason why this is important to know is because, you know, currently right now you're seeing another cyber hack that is taking down the meat supply. Let's rewind though before that, because we had the cyber attack on the oil pipelines, okay, and then we also, you know, had the what was it, the cargo ship that got stuck there in the canal, which drove prices up for other things. Lumber is another one. Lumber went up over 300% in the last year. So you're starting to see a lot more of this with inflation, you know, and gas prices, lumber, pools, for instance, and it's not going to end there. What I'm trying to tell you is get ready for more cyber attacks, okay? And speaking of cybersecurity for a minute here, this just kind of reflects on how centralized environments for companies, okay, corporations, are really lagging behind the curve when it comes to technology and securing their centralized environments, which is why, again, you might want to look at blockchain, okay? My channel covers blockchain. I'm a certified Ethereum blockchain expert, and I'm getting ready to get certified as a blockchain architect as well. So I've been studying the architecture for blockchain solutions within decentralized applications, or DAPPS. But you know, this is real serious, guys, because if you're an employee, right? I'm an employee, okay? I still have a day job. I work a 9 to 5. You need to understand the severity of what's going on here from the Federal Reserve, okay? The Federal Reserve is printing up money like a madman, all right? Like a manic depressive person. They're totally out of their mind, printing up trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars with no thought process behind what the consequences might be for that, okay? And nor do they care, because these guys in Congress are exempt from all that. You and I, my friends, are not exempt from this. You're looking at higher taxation and higher inflation with money printing from the Federal Reserve, which is just burning your paper dollar that you're trading your time and money for, burning it right in front of your face. So what do? Right? I can tell you this: if all you're doing is going to your 9 to 5 job and planning on that being the solution to your problems and building wealth for you, forget it. All right, those days are over. What you need to be doing is, if you still got a day job, keep your day job, okay? I'm not telling you to go out and quit your day job, but keep your day job and start pivoting. Get into other assets, get into investments. For instance, Theta, okay? I paid $4 grand for it, and look what it paid for. You know, just an example. Not trying to brag here on that, but that's just an example of being able to take some money and get money working for you, so you don't have to trade your time for money to pay stuff off like this. Okay? Because if I wouldn't have done that, guys, it would have taken me like 10, 15 years just to pay this off. And you know, when you're up against the economic dynamics that are in front of us right now, and all you're doing is working a day job, trading your time for money, good luck to you. That's all I'm going to say, because You know, they can print up money faster than you can earn it. And because of that, you need to hedge. So gold, silver, cryptos. Right now, JP Morgan's out there talking about, you know, get ready, Bitcoin could come back down and crash again. The crash isn't over. I call bullshit. I call bullshit. You know why? Because Jamie Dimon and his little buddies right now, that's exactly what they want you thinking, is that cryptos are going down, therefore you shouldn't invest in them. And if you're not invested in them, who does that leave the market open to for buying? It's Jamie Dimon and his big buddies at the central banks and the local banks. Okay, that's all they're going to do is just buy that stuff up, and you're going to be too afraid to get in, get off the bench, get out on the playing field, and start investing. And I'm telling you right now, you know, like I said, I call bullshit. Bitcoin is the crash has happened. Okay, we may get another one, another correction. But if you're thinking that Bitcoin and the entire crypto market is going to zero, or that you know, Bitcoin's going down to like 15 grand or something like that anytime soon, you got another thing coming. Because what happens in the markets when the central banks get out there and start running their mouths like this, right? It's the exact opposite. So if they tell you Bitcoin's going to crash and the crash isn't over and get ready for another crash, chances are, okay, I could be wrong on this, but chances are it's about a 95% probability Bitcoin's going up instead. And when they tell you Bitcoin is going to keep going up and up and up, well, guess what? It's probably going to do the opposite. It's probably going to come down. So you might want to think about selling. These are things you need to learn, okay, about how central banks and the big boys operate, because they play on a completely different playing field than you and I. And again, you want to hedge gold, silver, and cryptos right now. Get ready for what's coming. And, you know, don't even get me started on corporations right now, trying to bring people back into the office and stuff, because those days are numbered as well. Like, if they think that people are just going to comply and go along with this, they got something else coming, okay? And corporate America needs to be taught a serious lesson when it comes to money, because all they care about is just earnings reports and all that. Well, that's great in a traditional system that works, when your Federal Reserve is not burning the currency that you work for right in front of your face. So a message to corporate America: wake the hell up. You know, hey, you might want to hedge, go buy some Bitcoin. You know, just a thought there. But anyways, I digress. Keep your day job, continue working while the system's still intact. But I can tell you, here in the next 4 or 5 months, get ready for a major transition. And that transition is probably going to take down a lot of corporations with it, you know, and hopefully you're lucky enough to keep your job. But, you know, don't just invest. You know, learn about the stuff that I'm talking about here with blockchain, for instance. Learn about the technology, because you can equip yourself with new skill sets and go out and get yourself a whole new job in a whole new marketplace. All right. Sorry, we got dogs over here going crazy. Might be a little bit loud. Got a walking trail right next to my house, so I get a lot of people walking back and forth with their dogs, and our dogs just go nuts. So anyways, hope you guys are having a good day. I'm going to end it there, and with that said, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hit the like button as well, helps the YouTube algorithm. And as usual, guys, fear nothing. All right, till next time, my friends.